And last but not least, how are we going to use this analysis in order to design new frac jobs? So here's it's a process that I'm going to explain to you. We use this analysis. The result of this analysis is used in a multiple-step process to optimize the well trajectory design, the completion and stimulation design. And the way we do it is a 6-step process. First, you select a location, then you generate characteristics of the reservoir characteristics for that location using geostatistics. Knowing that that is uncertain, so we're going to come back after we finish. We come back to this is step number 2 and do an uncertainty analysis. Then we use a default design or initial guess and make a design. Then we and run the predictive model in order to optimize interactively and finally perform uncertainty analysis. So to very quickly, the first 3 steps are like this. A place is identified. Usually that's a place companies have already decided they want to drill. You identify that and you generate reservoir characteristics for that location using geostatistics for different characteristics that have been used, and then you use a default initial guess of the hydraulic fracturing and completion for the entire asset or for a specific portion of the asset that you want. That initial guess doesn't matter. It's something to get started with. When you do that, then it's time to interactively optimize your frac job. So essentially what happens is as you so the reservoir characteristics, as you see here, and the well location, these are constant, you cannot change, but things that can be changed are azimuth, inclination, and these are the frac and completion characteristics that can be, using this slide rule, can be changed. And as you change it, here is actually the original initial production estimation based on predictive model that you have done, and it tells you what you can expect. So as you change these slide rule and move them up and down, this goes up and down, and you're trying to keep it to maximum value. And how do you know which direction to go? You actually use these type curves that you have generated in front of you in order to identify which direction these slide rules should move in order to get maximum production. And once you do that, this becomes your optimum frac job. And the next step for that is, remember, we knew that the reservoir characteristics we found using geostatistics are uncertain. Therefore, we have to perform uncertainty analysis for the design that we made in the location that we are. We can identify what is the P10, P50, and P10, P50, and P90 for a particular system. So, and finally, I have to mention that this process, when it's completed after its training for use, has such a small computational footprint that can actually be deployed on a tablet or on even a smartphone, and you can perform these analyses on the fly and on the go. So with that, I will close and thank you very much for your attention. If there is any question, I would be more than happy to address them.